This film talks from the perspective of the white people, how this machine is built, how it is constructed, how people have to overcome obstacles time and again. But it's always the same. Those who are happy administer and control the others. From the point of view of the happy ones. So our day-to-day life has something to do with the story of the refugees, and this is the message of my film. And when we eat spaghetti, we support slavery.
We're facing one particular challenge in connection with this film, because we started filming with Markus Imhoof 4 years ago, and during the filming, the refugee movements really spilled over Europe from the south. There were so many refugees coming into Europe, and therefore with our original concept we had to make adjustments, because all of a sudden new aspects had to be factored in because they had assumed more significance. So time and again we had to adjust our concept to the changing situation. We had to react immediately. But from a certain time onwards we were not allowed to react that strongly any longer, because we thought to ourselves, now come on, let's stick to the concept as it was originally developed, because we want to convey a certain message. We have a particular attitude, and we hope that the message will remain valid and significant for a couple of years to come. We already said, or Markus already made mention of the fact that we deliberately wanted to make this film out of the angle of the European positions, which are completely authorities which are completely overburdened. In Italy and Swiss, all the public authorities are totally overwhelmed because we all completely underestimated the situation, and all the people involved are totally overburdened and overtaxed. And this is also what's written in between the lines in this film. It was also very difficult to open up the doors in the public institutions, because they get paid by us, but they don't just want us to see what they're doing. Either they're afraid of being too nice or else too harsh. A well-paid civil servant in Switzerland told me, if people on the left and the right are both equally dissatisfied with what we are doing, we will have made a good job. And you know, lacking this creativity in one's life is really devastating, I find. I didn't want to make a horror movie about evil guys. The system is simply wrong. The system is evil. And the problem is that every single person has only one limited sphere of responsibility, and then you pass on the problem to somebody else. So nobody takes on the responsibility for people's lives. We wanted to take on responsibility for them. I think the young people in Italy, my generation, in 30 or 40 years from now will have to ask themselves the question, well, which side was I on back then? Because history repeats itself again and again. And in the future, I will have to explain to my children and to my grandchildren that I was on this side, on the right side, that we conveyed a very clear message. Those who have a job need to be able to execute their jobs. They have to have regular payment and regular working hours. But this does not exist. You know, there is nothing revolutionary. People are simply saying, well, we've got to adhere to the laws and abide by regulations. Of course, the problem are the multinationals. They're the ones to be blamed. And we always try to point the finger to the ones up there, but we don't even really know who they are. But also the employers are the ones to blame, who hire these people. They are also to be blamed.
I do not, and I said so in the ghetto in 2015, I do not believe that the guilty ones are the multinationals. I do not believe it's the employers that are guilty, but everyone is responsible. What are we doing, each and every one of us, to stop this? It's easy to blame those who are up there deciding, but everyone shares a bit of responsibility, and I think it's this individual responsibility is certainly linked to the education of people in Africa and Europe. What we need is education. Everybody has to enjoy education. So to help the people to stay at home in order to feel welcome at home. Please give me what I need in my country, and I will not come to your country. It's as easy as that, as simple as that. It's about that, and it's not about blaming and shaming. It's about allowing people to stay at home in freedom, and they will not seek happiness somewhere else.